Hey, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition. I'm waiting in line through emissions with the DMV, the Motor Vehicles Department here in Arizona, and I have my latest project, and hopefully we get through emissions, and then I'll show you. Well, here it is in its current state. This is a truck that I used for business. Hey everybody, subscribe, hit the thumbs up for like, comment, and share these videos if you enjoy them. I wanted to show you the project where I'm at now. I've gotten past the rough tires and the fact that it wasn't running when I showed the earlier clips, and now I've got it through my mechanic, through emissions. It's registered, insured. It's got new tires all the way around, and I got a few other projects that I'm working on before I can even start converting it. Let me show you that. So in a former life, I was actually a FedEx ground contractor, and I had a few routes and couriers and things like that. And so this truck is left over from that period. So one thing I have to do before I can continue with the conversion is we've got to take care of covering up all of this on the truck, mainly on the sides of the truck. Where you can see, so it's gonna, I tried scraping off some of these decals on the other side. Very difficult to come off because they've been dried on here for around, I don't know, about 13, 14 years. And this truck's been sitting in the sun for 10 without running. So I'm gonna have to probably sand this off. And as you can see, it's really on there, especially this purple. I'm noticing that color is not weathered as well as the green. The green looks pretty good still. So that's first up. Also, let me show you something. I can show you through the inside of the truck. So you can see that this has this fiberglass, I think it's fiberglass, sheet on the ceiling roof, and I'm not sure if it would be better to just take it off and replace it with aluminum or add another structure on top. There is going to be an aluminum frame on top to support our solar panels, and we could put a deck on top of that. We probably will of some type, but that could actually also function as support for a roof structure. So we could, if we wanted to, actually add a completely different roof on top of this and just get rid of this. But our plan right now is to actually put a drop ceiling in, which I've never seen anybody do. Probably start it right around here on the bottom edge of this and bring it across, and then put insulation, probably adhesed to this surface here, and then have an airspace, and then have another piece of foam, and that would be foam insulation. Have another piece of foam that lays on top of the drop ceiling. So you have that air pocket, which actually functions as additional insulation, additional R value. So those are a couple things that we have to work on before we can even start converting this into a living space. The other one is this door, this roll-up door. We're getting rid of this roll-up door, and the main reason is, well, there's a couple reasons. One, it's difficult to insulate, and two, it's very noisy. Oh, and three, this door is not in the greatest shape. You'll actually see there's like hinges that are broken on it, or missing the hardware, and to say the least, that's just the bare minimum of the problems with this. One more issue is we've got floor. The floor here is just basic plywood. I do not think that it's marine grade. So I've got some patches that I did here years ago, And so I'm going to have to address that. If you look under this, you can see how it's rotted out. We did take this to our mechanic, as I stated before, and we had it all gone through, and it runs really great. It does have 235,000 miles on it, but it's a big engine, and it probably hold up pretty well for a while for us. And we'll just get the engine rebuilt, or swap out a new engine if we have to. Other things that we need to address before we can start a conversion, I can show you up here. So as you can see, something's missing here, and it's a grill for the front of the truck. So that's going to have to be replaced. Not sure if I'm going to go with a part from a salvage yard or go with a brand new one. Haven't determined that yet. You probably didn't see this before, but this was actually missing one headlight over on this side. It's right now missing the signal lights, so I do have to get those taken care of, and I think I'm going to do that myself. And the other thing is there's no backup camera in here. It had an archaic system that was installed in this truck, and this is the old bracket from the monitor. Had just a regular monitor. So I found a system that is, more updated. It's a Bluetooth system, and it has a monitor it'll mount up here somewhere on the dash. And just so you know what I'm talking about, the old monitor was like this. That's what was up on this bracket right here, and black and white, had no graph or anything like that on the screen, so you didn't really know, didn't have that much detail. So the new one is much more updated. It was a much more reasonable option than buying some system and having it installed. This was, I think, around $50. I bought it from Amazon, and we'll talk about that in a later video. But you can spend a lot of money on something like that when you don't need to. And then the last thing I wanted to show you, I talked about it, is the tires here. Got brand new tires all the way around, and I bought these in Walmart, and I got a really good deal. I don't remember how much I paid, but it was about half the price that you would pay from a regular tire shop, chain tire shop. Seriously, half the price. I think I have about $700 total in all 6 tires, and these are 10 ply, so, and bigger tires than the originals, but they fit great, and they are actually narrower than the tires that I had on here before, but they're a lot taller. So, and with dually, that's a lot of traction. That's a lot of rubber on the road and on the dirt, and that's really what we want to be able to do, is drive around in the dirt, on dirt roads. So that's everything so far, and I'll keep updating this. I'll try to update about once a week, and usually on Wednesdays, and let you know what's going on. So let me just remind you one last time, please like, subscribe, comment, and share these videos if you like them, and check out the rest of the channel, because there's a lot of cool stuff, amusement parks, roadside attractions, abandoned buildings, ghost towns, things like that. So enjoy yourself, and thanks for joining Fit for Expedition.